Arhinna, your tarot life coach, and this read is for Pisces. Hello, Pisces. How are you guys doing, you little slippery fishes? I hope everything is going great. Today is October 2nd. I'm hoping that I get these out to you guys by the 4th. I don't know. I'm trying to get them all out as soon as possible. However, big hugs and thank yous. Lots of love for everyone who has supported me through this journey. And I want to say I love the comments. I love the conversations. Love the emails. I even love to hear when things like, oh my gosh, this really, this really resonated with me. Those emails that, you don't have to post them in the comments because I understand confidentiality. But when you email me and you let me know, I really appreciate those things. It's really insightful. So big hugs and lots of thank yous. Also, before we get started, guys, this is a general read, okay? That means that it may or may not apply to you. So in the case that it doesn't, check out your rising or your moon sign or your Venus sign if you're checking for love, or check out the oracle card at the end of the read and see if maybe that'll help you, all right? And one more disclaimer is that I do use foul language and maybe some kind of blunt content. So if you're not into that, I may not be the channel for you. However, big hugs and thank yous for even giving me an opportunity and a chance. And I wish you guys the best on your journey. However, for those who want to stay tuned and see what's popping off for the month of October, let's jump into it, Pisceans. All right, the oracle card that I pulled from you from the Shamans Oracle by John Matthews and Will Kinghan is the Hunter of Paths. So guys, have you been feeling a little bit lost and confused? Because I'm telling you, this is telling you to be ready because things are about to change. The Hunter of Paths is depicted leaping onto the back of a creature whose long neck gives a clear view of every direction. So that automatically tells me, what is the long neck creature that I know? That is the giraffe. The jirafa is trying to tell you something. I did a power animal, I forget for what sign it was, and I think it was last week. But the giraffe is about the mother and offspring, mother and daughter, mother-son relationship. It's the bearer of many gifts. And it's also telling you to raise your head up and see things from a different perspective, almost like sticking out one's neck. Don't lower yourself to other people's level, Pisces, because you are way above this. It's also telling you to be more flexible because the giraffe can bend and move in different ways and actually sleeps in a prayer pose. So it's a great time for prayer and yoga. Check your blood pressure and circulatory issues. Maybe just at hand. I'm just saying, okay? But this is about rising above the crowd, learning, discernment, and the ability to see through lies, okay? Hold your head up, guys. All right, so the Hunter of Paths, that's about the giraffe, but the Hunter of Paths is finding the way, looking for ways to reach your goals, progressing wisely, and being mindful of wrong turns. Finding the shortcuts in life, baby, and making decisions with discernment. So, Pisces, I feel like the new moon energy is doing a lot of decision making for a lot of different signs, and you are just one of the many that gets to make a decision with them. All right? So, with that being said, let's jump into your read with the Babylonian Tarot by Tabatha, Sandra, Cicero. And we are going to be looking at the past, the present, the hidden influence, the advice, and a possible outcome for the month of October. Let's bless our cards together. Oh, I want a shovel. For Pisces. Okay, one more. Come on. I think that is it. Oh, I don't even want to go. Okay, in the past, you were the universe. Ooh, in the present, sitting around waiting on a return for something with the bull of heaven. Hidden influence is the Tower. Your advice, Queen of Disc reversed. Possible outcome, dun 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 dun. I'm just playing. That's the wedding march in case you didn't understand my song, okay? And then here we go with the Six of Cups is the overall energy. Guys, and the next card is for you too. This is the Empress, and the next card is for you too. This is the Cherub. And I really feel, okay, I could keep going. Someone's having a baby, okay? I'm just going to put it to you that way because I can keep going. And it's all baby, baby, baby on the bottom. Baby, baby, baby. I'm sorry, guys. I'm super excited. This is what happens when I do daytime videos and I have all my energy during the daytime. I'm like super crunk at the daytime. This is really scary. You guys are really seeing me for who I am right now. So right now in the past is what was going on. You felt complete. You were happy. Everything was going good. You finally met somebody. For some, you met a soulmate. You met someone who touched your soul. This is An and Ki. An and Ki were so close in their mother's belly that they ended up, their brother and sister, right? This is the sky god, and Ki is the empress. Look, there she is, boo-boo. Ki is right there. And her name is Aruru, and they were in love, okay? And then they had a baby named Alil. And Alil came through, popped, changed the universe, popped it open, actually created the universe. An stayed in heaven, Ki came to earth, and then around it you see the chaos dragon. That's Tiamat. Tiamat was the wife of Apsu, the king of cups, okay? And Apsu went to defend her boo just tooth and nail, because Apsu wanted to kill everybody who was making too much noise. They were the younger gods, and he was done. He was tired. And Apsu is the god of water, okay? The primordial god of water. And she fought tooth and nail, and there she is again fighting tooth and nail for her boo, okay? So I feel like some of you guys met somebody, and you feel really complete, and you felt, oh my gosh, this is wonderful. This is so good. And then right now, you don't know what the hell happened. Like in the present moment, you're like, where the hell did this person go? Why did they leave? What's going on? And you're sitting here and you're waiting like the bull of heaven. And this is where he's waiting at the gates of hell for Tammuz to return, a Capricorn god to return. And I feel like some of you water signs are dealing with Capricorn energy, okay? Just because of the way that I see the Capricorn there, and then with the Queen of Discs reverse, and then, you know, just saying. And you're waiting for the return. And what the thing is with the Seven of Discs in my deck, it's different from others where they say, oh, you reap the benefits and you're getting exactly what you deserve. And also, no, the Seven of Discs in my deck isn't that positive. It's almost like you did a lot of work, but you did partial work, so you're going to have partial success. So maybe you met this person, you felt like super excited about it, and then you were like, oh, well, it's all good. I don't have to work that hard for it. You got what you wanted, whatever. So this is like small accomplishment, but little success. There's like some real work that needs to still be done, and you have to be willing to do it. And I think what's going to happen, even if you're not willing to do it, what's going to happen is the universe is going to come and burn that bitch to the ground, okay? For some, this could be the greatest makeup sex of your life. Oh, or for others, this could be a really big breakup because you didn't appreciate what you had. And you're just kind of sitting around being a lazy bum about stuff, okay, Pisces? You need to stop worrying about the money, and you need to go and make some love, okay? For some of y'all work too damn hard, and work isn't going to follow you into heaven, and it's not going to make you happy. And I think that's what it is about rising above and seeing things from the bigger picture. If you are a lonely person, or if you want to be this Piscean who likes to be by themselves and work all the time, then hey, go for it. That's what makes you happy. You can do it. However, if you're not, and you're looking and you found that person that completed you and makes you feel whole, and you kind of left them like sitting there by themselves, you best believe it's going to turn into a fight, okay? Because that turns us into the tower. And the tower is upright. So that means once it burns to the ground, baby, there's like, may not be no saving it. And this is Marduk and Tiamat. And this is when Marduk goes and kills Tiamat, which is what causes the stars in the universe over here. Okay? And Marduk is the son of Ea. Okay, let me tell you the story about Ea. Ea is the magician. The magician kills Apsu while he's sleeping, the king of cups, because he's being a jerk. Tiamat gets pissed off. It's like, oh, hell no, you're not killing my boo. I'm going to go wreck shop. But Marduk's like, oh no, I got you. And Marduk kills Tiamat, which causes all the stars to be formed, okay? So that's how the stars of heavens were created, and not the story of the tower. So Tiamat's saliva becomes the clouds, and her two eyes become the rivers of the Tigris and the Euphrates. After banishing the waters of chaos and establishing order, Marduk was enthroned as the sovereign of Babylon and of the universe, okay? So now he's like over the universe. So he's like going to be like over the relationship, okay? And Marduk is some Mars-like energy. It's like, I am man, hear me roar, oh, okay? But this is restructuring, destruction of the old, tearing it down to the ground. Girl on Fire is in my head by Alicia Keys. Every time I sing this card, I just want to get up and sing it, but I'm going to spare you guys because I don't have the voice for that. All right. This is about ambition, courage. You're going to go fight for what you want. You're going to end your old ways. For some, you're ending your old ways. You're like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm ready to be with you. And for others, you're just going to fight because you don't want to change, and it's going to be an end of a relationship, okay? Like I'm saying, I see two different things. But this is fighting for what you want. Adversity, unexpected changes. Like, she's going to be tired, or he's going to be tired of waiting on your ass, and you're going to have to fight for it, okay? Now, the advice is the Queen of Disc, and she's reversed, and I don't like the Queen of Disc when she's reversed because she's not a very friendly woman. She is a little miserly. She might be overly spending or just spending on herself, or like we say in Spanish, she might be a little pinche. She might be stingy with her goods. And this could be the Capricorn that you're dealing with if that's the person you're in a relationship with. And she's just upset with you because you spend all your time somewhere else. But there's some advice she has for you, and we'll pull clarifiers for that, okay? But this is controlling and moody, suspicious energy. Like, why are you over there doing that? Why aren't you over here with me? So maybe she's like, she or he, because this is general read, has that overbearing attitude, almost like being too controlling. But they're very narrow-minded and indecisive and impulsive. And this is attributed to Sagittarius and Capricorn. And of course, all earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. But it's almost like the focus has changed from her ambitions. And she's like a businesswoman, but it's like either too business-like of a relationship, or she's just thinking about other things that is getting in your way, and her attitude is popping off. Now, what I'm seeing is the possible outcome is marriage. Now, I just did the Aquarian video, and if any of you Pisces are hooking up with Aquarians, this might be your month of getting married, because they had the 10 of Cups, you had the 4 of Wands. Holy moly, you have the Empress, the 6 of Cups, they had the 6 of Cups, and you have the Cherub of Wands blessing your card read. I'm getting super excited with the energy this month. Like, I feel like things are really moving to the right direction. Some things have to end in order for them to begin. The Hunter of Paths is telling you, hey, pay attention. You're on the wrong course. Get over here, take this shortcut, and get to where you're going, because you're taking the long way. And if you keep taking the long way, you're going to lose your boo, okay? Now, the 4 of Wands is your possible outcome. That is celebration. That is joy. That is establishment of the new home. Maybe you're buying a new home. Maybe you're getting a new home. Maybe you're moving in with somebody. Maybe you're getting married. Maybe you're having a baby. However, I feel like your universe is complete, and the old ways are being brought down, and you're getting rid of that negative energy, and you're ready to proceed into your future. Now, the overall energy is the 6 of Cups. Now, that is like overly nostalgic energy. That is someone from your past coming back, a past lover, past friend, reconnecting, making things happen, enjoying the pleasures of life, actually getting rid of that 7 of Disc energy that you've been dealing with for so long, and enjoying your life, Pisceans. The reason why I kept pulling was that I pulled out a Ruru. So whenever I see a Ruru or Elil that come out with the universe, I know that they're supposed to be together. I know that they are, okay? And this is you creating the best life ever, okay? Because look at all that greenery. That's like money, that's wealth, that's serenity, that's love. And she's creating Enkidu here. And Enkidu is the Fool, okay? So you are about to embark on a new world for yourself, okay? And you don't even give a damn that you got a volcano in the back. You are just chilling like a villain, all bare-breasted and enjoying life. And this is creation. You are creating your future. You no longer are letting life happen to you, but you are now ready to create. For some, that is a baby, okay? Some of y'all are going to have a baby, and that's the baby shower that I'm seeing. And then for others, this is just you're getting married and you're going to have kids, and you're going to be on a different path of life. Now, I did have the Cherub of Wands that showed up, and I'm going to tell you the rest of the cards that I have on the bottom. I have the Chariot upright and the Ace of Arrows. So that's what's making me think of baby, okay? Sorry, guys. I get baby fever, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's because I can't have them. Okay, so let's see. The Cherub of Wands. What's the message from the Cherub of Wands? Oh, what do you got? Hunter of Vision. Okay, so we had the Hunter of Paths, and now we have the Hunter of Vision. And that's what the Cherub of Wands is saying for you. So the Hunter of Vision for me is like your thoughts make your words make your actions make your character, okay? It's time to put that stuff into play. It's time to be the man or woman you were created to be. It's time to ready, aim, and fire, okay? Go get what you want. I think it's important that you have 2 hunters in your read, because the hunters are active seekers for what they want. And with that 7 of disc energy is where you're at in the present moment. It's telling you it's time to make a decision, okay? It's time to get, like they say, shit or get off the pot, okay? Because if you don't, you're going to miss out on what it is you've been wanting for a long time. Now, the Hunter of Vision, I attribute that to the Owl Totem, which is crazy. I just did Aquarius and they had the Owl Totem pop up. Some of you guys need to trust that intuition that you have with your water sign or your air signs, okay? Time to look ahead. What do you want, okay? This is insight, foresight, hindsight, clarity of vision, and the gift of recognition. Wise decision making and choosing well, okay? This is recognizing deeper levels. So I really feel like you got a lot going on this month, and you're going to have to make a decision on who to marry or who to become serious with or who you're going to make your life with, because you're going to lose them if you don't, okay? Now, for others, if this is work related, I'm going to say you feel complete at your job, but you don't like the way that they're paying you and you feel like you're not getting enough return. You're almost deciding to leave your position because you have a boss that's getting on your nerves. However, if you can get past this Queen of Disc energy, you will see that it was all worth it, okay? And your job is blessed, alrighty? Because you're able to create no matter what. I'm looking at your numbers. I have 2 7s in your read. So I'm going to tell you, ladies, if you have a male friend, well, no, this is false friends because it's not princes. You need to be very careful because you have a false friend in your mix. And it being right by the Queen of Disc, this could possibly be a female earth sign who is getting in the way of your happiness, okay? Sometimes you just got to drop baggage. Okie dokie. And I have 2 3s, so you have some good luck coming in. Now, I want to clarify the 7 of Disc, because that's you at the present moment, sitting around, waiting for things to change and not actively doing it, okay? Change happens when we make it happen. What is the energy behind the 7 of Disc? Change. You got to change, okay? You have got to make some decisions. It's time to balance your life. And if you are in 2 relationships, my friends, drop one and choose the one that you really want to be with. Because I'm going to tell you, I read this quote by Johnny Depp one day. And it was like, if you fall in love with the second person you meet, you should let go of the first person. Because obviously, if you love the first person, you wouldn't have fallen in love for the second person. And that's strongly how I feel. You don't have enough love for everybody, okay? Don't spread yourself too thin. Sometimes you outgrow relationships. For some of y'all are balancing too much, and it's causing you to almost want to just give up and let the world take control. No, you can't just let the world take control all the time. You have to make a decision. You need to balance your energies, and you need to figure out what it is you want. You need to be able to balance work life and fun life, and I don't feel like you're doing a very good job of that right now. And like I said, this is a general read. This doesn't apply to all. Now, the energy behind the Queen of Disc, is sorry guys, my baby woke up. The energy behind the Queen of Disc, here we go. Judgment. There you go. It's time to make a choice. I feel like that's the energy that needs to go. This Queen of Disc energy, she's a fake friend. She doesn't really have very good things for you, Pisceans. She's kind of blocking you. And the advice is you need to make a choice and you need to make a decision. And with Judgment, this is the Chana and the Eagle. And the Eagle is the one who does the snake wrong. And the Eagle is attributed to Ninatura. And Ninatura is the King of Disc. So I feel like the Eagle has done you wrong. However, you need to get to heaven to get your plant of life. And for some, this is a baby because Etana was trying to have a baby, okay? You're going to have your baby. You're going to be fulfilled, okay? So don't worry about that. However, what I'm seeing here with this Judgment is there has to be a choice. And that choice is going to lead to marriage. It's going to lead to a celebration, to a family unification. It's going to lead to beautiful and wonderful things. But a choice must be made. Now, I have 2 2s right here in your read. So yes, this is a strong, committed relationship for some that will lead to marriage. However, this Tower has to happen, okay? I want a little bit more on that Tower, okay? And this is the hidden influence. What's behind the Tower for Pisces? Sorry, guys. My daughter woke up. I had to get my other daughter to go get her. What is behind the Tower for Pisces. What is behind the Tower, Pisces? All right. It's time. The Tower is happening because you feel unstable where you're at. You feel like the money isn't right. The house isn't right. Things are just a little bit shaky. And that's probably why the Queen of Discs is there also. So you need to make a decision, guys. And the Four of Discs doesn't have to be negative. This is either energy that you've been working too hard and you're holding on to your love and affection instead of freely giving it, or you're dealing with an energy that's doing that, okay? So remember, as I give you this information, it could apply to you or to your partner, all right? So this Four of Disc energy that I'm seeing, it's almost like your house is turned upside down with the Tower. Your money feels like it's going everywhere. And look, Capricorn again, I swear you guys are with an earth sign or an earth sign that is blocking you. This is attributed to earth sign also. So Pisceans, I hope that this helps. I hope that it brings clarity for you this month. Overall energy, let me run through this really quickly. I do see that you met somebody in your past with the universe, okay? And you felt very complete. And then you sat around like a sitting bull and did nothing about it, or they did nothing about it, which is making you have to balance some things out. Because if you balance those things out, you're going to realize that something's not right and the Tower is going to happen. When the Tower happens, it's because your home is out of order. When I say home, that can mean your body, that can mean your life when I refer to a home. What is your advice is the Queen of Discs reverse. It's almost a businesswoman who is being very crooked, okay? Or a friend who's lying to you because you have the 2 sevens in your read. This is what's blocking your 4 of Wands finality, okay? So a decision must be made. Either drop the earth sign or stick it out and figure out what needs to happen. However, your overall energy is someone from your past, a friend, a lover, a business partner is coming back, and y'all are about to create some wonderful stuff with the Empress, and you guys are blessed because the Hunter of a Vision is telling you, ready, aim, fire. Thoughts, words, actions, character. That's how you're going to develop, and that's what this month kind of has for you. It's almost getting rid of this old energy that's been blocking you, getting rid of that energy from the Queen of Discs that's making you stop from getting married or stop from seeking what makes you happy or stop from creating your family. Whoever the Queen of Discs is in your life, whether it's a boss, a mother, a lover, a friend, or a boyfriend, because you know this is a general read, that's what's blocking you. And that's what you need to make a decision about. Okay, Pisces, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Big hug, lots of love. Thank you for bearing with me. Sorry, my little baby woke up. Didn't want y'all to hear her screaming. Take care and God bless. And most of all, stay tuned for the weeklies to see how to deal with the energies that are coming in for the rest of the month. Alrighty. Okay, Pisces, so I just realized after I turned off the camera that I did not give you guys an oracle card. And I was like, that is just not fair. So, hello again. I just can't get enough of you guys. We are going to be using the Native Spirit Oracle Cards guidebook too, because that's what's going to tell us what these cards mean. And this is your card for the week, for the month of October. Answering the call. For some, this might be literally just picking up the phone and answering the call. But for others, this is the greater call from the universe. This is saying, bum, ba, da, da, you've been called. If you've been waiting for your life to shift, the wait is over, okay? Your true and authentic life is happening. If you've been hoping for a sign, guess what, Pisces? This is it. Right now, your spirit guides, ancestors, and loved ones who have passed on are sending you messages of love and healing. You've been called, and a gateway is opening for communications from the spiritual realm. And I've heard this in more places than one, is that with Halloween coming in, it's this, I can't say it, Samhain or Samain. I don't know how to say it correctly. Please don't be angry with me. But this holiday it's like the lifting of the veil. And the veil is going to be lifted for a while. And I kind of already feel like the veil has been lifted with clarity. And it's not just for people who are reading cards. I think it's going to be lifted for everybody. It's almost like this age is we're seeking truth. Truth in all kinds of things. And this is you answering the call to that. Now in the days ahead, signs from spirit will be all around. So watch for them. This is what you've got to watch for, guys. Synchronicities, okay? This is being in the right place at the right time. And you're like, I wasn't even supposed to be here. How did I end up here? This is, why is this person calling me at this time? Answer the call, okay? It might be important. The phone ringing and you not knowing the number, but it's an interesting number, I would answer it. Look at the number sequences. If you start seeing repeating numbers around a certain person, go and look up what that number means angelically, okay? And then basically, I don't know why my headset just went off. I don't know what's going on with my headset and my phone, like they're not connecting. So I'm hoping that you can still hear me. However, with that being said, this is about cherishing the here and now, and to know that no matter what concerns you may have, in the deepest sense, you are ready. Believe, follow the signs, and miracles will happen all around you. The time, the moment, everything, whoa, just like the lights came on, is now. This is your moment. This is the second part of the year, guys. That's what they say because of the way the planets are aligned and stuff. Check out some astrology. Listen to what's going on in your chart, guys. I really feel like your life is about to change, and you have really got to be open to it. Looking for things in nature also. Listening to, you know, if you hear birds singing, what is that bird trying to tell you? And I know that sounds weird, but it's telling you to sing and be happy and spread your wings and fly. If you're noticing rainbows in the sky, it's the promise of a new day. If you're noticing a certain animal that keeps following you around, that animal has a message for you, okay? So these are the things that you've got to look for, and just being open and receptive to what the universe has to offer you. By the way, answer the call. All right, guys. Sorry that I forgot to add this, but I just wanted to make sure that I was fair and I gave you your oracle card just like everyone else. So much love, take care, and be blessed.